This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 10, Episode 13, Mind Your Dollaz. So, let's just get right into it. It starts off with Fresher. Pat meets up with him in a jewelry store. So, Fresher, he's thinking about proposing to Jen. So, he tells Pat how he proposed to Jen 10 years ago, and then some stuff blew up in his face with a chick, and she threw the ring out the window when they were riding along a bridge. So Pat was like, it's good to see you moving in the right direction, but he was like, in order for, this to work, you got to stop your shit as far as the cheating. He was saying, like, do you handle your situation with Jada? And he's very respectful because Pat, he's careful with his words, because he said with the young lady. He didn't say the chick. He didn't say the bitch. He said young lady. He's very respectful. So he was basically telling him, like, this is all good, but before you give her that ring, you need to make sure you being honest, and this is what you want, and you come to her with, clear intentions. And Fresher was like, well, I did the work. I'm doing action. He was like, I'm not just talking. I bought the house. I'm buying the ring. You know what I mean? I'm clearing things up with Jada. Yeah, but you still are being messy, because just last episode when you were talking to Jada, you was flirting with her. That's the part Pap is talking about. Pap is talking about you sticking your wee-wee in other places that ain't Jen. That's what he talking about. So if you're not ready to not do that, then all this other shit is irrelevant. So Pap told him, he like, listen, I'll be more than happy to suit up or whatever, but I just want your situation to be right. And that's when Fresher was like, you always got some, gems to drop on somebody. Yeah, he's telling you the truth. He's telling you the truth. And you know what, Fresher, that earring got to go. That is bothering me. It's really bothering me. Like, I like Pap's whole outfit. I thought it was fly. And I'm normally, not too into like a neon on a guy, but I kind of liked it. I thought it looked, very on trend. Okay. So anyway, moving on from now, we have Kim Bella. She's at the house where, her children, her Juelz brother, twin, stops past. So she said that they had a falling out back when she kicked Juelz out the house and twin-sided with his brother. But you know what, Kimbella, I don't understand why you would think that he wouldn't side with his brother. Like, come on now. That's blood. Even though y'all might be cool and you got his nephews and nieces and all that old crap, he gonna stick by his brother. He gonna stick to the strip. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Anyway, so she was telling him how, Jim agreed to do the track, on the album that she has cooked up with the twin, because they're going to release some music while Juelz is still locked up. So she was telling him about that. So Juelz wrote a letter that he wanted everyone to be there for when she read the, letter out loud. So basically, she called all the kids down. Juelz's mom was there. His brother, like I said, his brother was there. All the kids was there. And she read the letter out loud. And he basically was saying how, this time go in waves, and right now he's drowning, and how he missed not being there for the birth of his youngest child, how he missed, not being there for the other children, and things like that. Now, you see the expressions all on the children's faces. They're upset. They getting very emotional. So I was saying to myself, what if I was in that situation and I had young children, their father was away? I don't think that I would have read that letter to them. I think I would have seen what he wrote in that letter, and I would have use my discretion as to if I was going to relay those, messages to those kids, because they already dealing with the fact that their father not here. I don't want to keep putting extra, sadness on them. I think I would have had to, I think I would not have made that call. I don't know if you guys think that it was appropriate, and I mean, they are her children, so she can do what she want to do. So I'm not, judging her on that. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't think that I would have done it, but to each his own. So moving on from that, we have Remy Ma, we have Yandy, and we have Olivia. They meeting up at Daniel's leather shop. That's where all the celebrities, all the Instagram celebrities get they fur coats, they leather coats from this shop. That's why Yandy and Remy got the same coat. If y'all notice, it's a pink and yellow fur coat that they both wear on the show. Yandy wore it on the intro, and when Remy just had it on this past episode. But that's why, because they all going to the same coat shop. You know what I mean? Fabulous and all of them do, go there. Anyway, so they were in there talking, and Remy didn't know that Olivia was going to meet up with them, but Yandy put that together because she said from one artist to another, she wanted, Remy to be able to, talk to Olivia from, an artist perspective about this Rich Dollaz situation, because, Olivia is still stuck on that Rich, did her dirty. And Rich is saying that he don't owe her anything, that he was up, on the up and up with her. So, Remy and them don't think that, well, I'm not even going to say Remy. We're gonna just say Yandy. Yandy think that they both believe what they believe, and they both believe that they're right. And it's some underlying issue where the deception is coming from. So she was kind of pointing out the fact that it came from Cisco, and then she was like, well, wasn't him and Cisco friends at the time? So I think Yandy is getting to the fact that Cisco is creating this narrative that Rich stole money, which isn't necessarily the case, because they said something about split sheets, and that's where everybody know how the amount of work that they put in and the amount of money that they should be getting out, so it don't be this was Remy was saying, so it won't be no drama, when money had to be allocated out. And from what I was getting from Rich when he was talking to his mom, I really believe Rich don't think he owe her anything. And if he put out most of the money, if it is his song, and she don't deserve the cut that she thinks she deserves. So I want to see how this play out, because she got a little pissed off at Yandy because Yandy not really riding with her. And she was like, she don't understand why Yandy going so hard for Rich. She was like, when he stole that money from her. But Yandy, I kind of see where Yandy, is at with it, because Rich, the way he tells the story, he's very convincing. And I would have to probably need proof of what you're saying too, because I do believe you think that he stole money as well, but something ain't right. And I don't know where how should I say this? I don't know where the disconnect is coming from, but the common denominator in all this is Cisco. So we shall see. So moving on from now we have Rich Dollaz, Papoose again, and we have Joe Budden. They're at some kind of indoor golf thing, and they're talking about the whole Olivia situation and the whole Sin and Joe situation. Joe is getting irritated by everybody keep talking to him about, if him and Sin back together. So Rich was saying how, I seen the picture up on the gram, I seen the caption, y'all back together, and Joe basically was trying to play it cool. So Papoose was like, it seemed like you just seeing where it go. You're not really, you're not really putting too much stake in it. Basically, that's what Papoose was saying. So, and that's what he said. Yeah, that's why he was like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not, a mean person, this and the other. I'm nice, nice guy, Joe. So Rich Dollaz said, is it a possibility that you guys might get back together? And Joe said, yeah. So he wasn't turning his nose up to the idea, you know what I mean, which is great. So then they had made reference to how Rich Dollaz looked like he Benjamin Buttons up in here, like he aging backwards. And Rich do look, I mean, he looks good for his age. I wouldn't say he aging backwards, but he looked good for his age. I will say that. So he was talking to them. He was like, y'all, you guys produced records before, because Joe had made a joke about Rich owing Olivia. And he was like, she really out here got people thinking I'm stealing from her. So he was basically saying she toured not basically, this is what he said. He was like, she toured, the country, sang in December. She made a lot of money off of it. She still owe me money. So Joe was like, listen, she ain't really worrying about that 10-year-old record. She just missed her brother. And that's what Pap's saying, like, you still out here, making moves. You still out here doing you. Money slowed up for her a little bit. And, she harping on this because maybe things not going how she want in her, in her situation. And he agreed, you know what I mean? So I think he's going to have a conversation with Olivia, because it's kind of bigger than, it's more to the situation than what she, like, with this, that's on the surface. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hurt there, because like Joe said, she keep on saying, that's my brother, that's my brother, that's my brother. They really just need to have a conversation, get all the outside noise out, the situation, and they get to the bottom of what the real deal is. I honestly do not think that he stole money from her. Maybe he recouped some some losses that she probably didn't think he should have, recouped. But I don't think he intentionally tried to, scam her out of any money. I just don't. So moving on from now, we have Jim and we have Chrissy. They going out to some kind of restaurant to eat. So they were discussing. Jim looked like somebody old ass grandpa up there sitting with those damn sunglasses on. Oh my God. I was like, Jim getting old as shit. Now, like Chrissy looked younger than him. He looked like somebody old ass grandpa. I mean, he embracing the gray and all that, but damn, he better slow up on the weed or whatever he doing, because he getting old. He getting old. Now, shit, he looking older than Rich Dollaz. Anyway, so they were talking about the house and everything. Chrissy was asking him how did his mom like the house, and he was like, she loved it. He told her that she kicked him out. Mama Jones kicked him out, but he never told Chrissy why. So in his confession, he was like, she don't need to know all that. That's all she needed to know is, she liked the house and that's it. So Chrissy she was like, well, what made her kick you out? But he told her that how he said he paid for the house and stuff like that. So she was like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But she know that it probably was behind her. And my thing is, this is probably, I'm starting to see, it's probably the thing that have Chrissy and his mom at odds, because he hides shit from them, and then when they find out, they look at the other person as if, like, they'll blame Chrissy or blame Mama Jones, and Mama Jones will blame Chrissy instead of blaming Jim, because Jim the one created the goddamn conflict. Like, Jim need to stop with that shit. You a grown ass man. Say what you mean what you say. Period. That's it. Period. You the reason why these two women can't get along, because there's no reason why y'all been together that long and they still beefing. A 10-year-old beef. Come on. No. So moving on from them, now we got Remy, Pap, and the Golden Child. I guess they in her house. I don't exactly know where they were, but she's like getting her makeup done. So she's saying she testing out different looks for her new upcoming album. How she want the packaging to be right. Everything has to be right, because this is her second solo album that she's ever done. The first one was something about Remy. Yes, I do know the first album because I am a Remy fan. Sorry, but not sorry. Anyway, so she was saying how, they're doing like a benefit concert. Well, no, not even a benefit concert. A 20 years reunion concert for Loud Records. She was on the phone FaceTiming Steve Rifkin. He's a legendary in the hip hop game. He owns Loud Records. He's been around for ages. Big Pun, Mobb Deep, Remy, the list go on as to how many people, came up under his umbrella. So she's going to be performing. Fat Joe's going to be performing. And, I'm just here for it. Like, I like all that old school hip hop with bar for bar. You know what I mean? I just don't know if people checking for the new music, because I be seeing the comments and a lot of people saying that they're not here for it. But I say this, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it on here now. I just think she need at least 1 or 2 radio bangers, and people going to change their tune. That's all she need. She need 2 radio hits, and she's back on. Anyway, moving on. Now we got Bird behind Jen, and we have Jada. They're meeting up about, because Fresher owed Jada the money. He already agreed to pay her, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, $70,000. Jen Bird ass gonna sit up there and say to Jada that, she was happy that she was meeting up with her because things went left last time. She was like, but she talked to Fresher, and she said she tallied up the numbers, and what she could come up with, she think that he only owed her $30,000. So then she can say we could only do 15 a month for a 24 month period. And Jada looking at her like, oh no, bitch, this ain't gonna work. So like Jada said, she was like, listen, I was trying to keep, the lawyers and the fees and everything out of that. She was like, but you want to play that game, we can play it. So Jen told me, well, this is how it's going to work. You're not getting another dollar out of me. Out of us. She was like, don't nothing go through without me. First of all, you talking tough fucking Tony. Bitch, who you think you are? The motherfucker owe her, and he states that he owes her on national television. What the hell do you think you going to do? You think the lawyer going to say, oh, because Jen said you only owe $30,000, that's all we're going to do? Jen, you about to have him paying double what the fuck he owe, and you going to be looking stupid. Like, you're so stupid. Like, oh my God, you know what? I just never met someone. I don't even know this bitch, but I never seen someone so stupid in my goddamn life. Like, just like she's talking about, she was like, you don't even have no say so. You wearing a chain. You ain't wearing no ring. Like, bitch, you don't even got no ring talking all this shit. She talking about she ain't getting another dollar out, depleting our bank account and all this. Bitch, you sitting up there saying she not going to deplete your bank account. Once some lawyer fees and all that shit come and the judge add on some other penalties, y'all really going to be in trouble. I think Fresher need to check you. He need to check you because you about to have him in a world of fucking trouble. So moving on from that, now we have Jim Jones. We have Twin. That's Juelz brother. And I see why they call them twin, because they look just alike. They're not actually twins, but they look a lot alike. We have Chrissy. She's in the studio, and here come Kim Bella's tacky ass. I don't know what the fuck Kim Bella had on. Just too much for the studio. Too freaking much. So earlier on, when Jim and Chrissy was talking, Jim was talking about how, he'll do anything for, Juelz. Like, he don't, come in there, laying down any tracks. He was like, it's Dipset for life. So he's making good on his promise. He's in the studio, and he was like, how many projects are y'all trying to put out? So the brother was like, well, at least 2. He was like, see, that's Juelz's problem. He's a music holder. That's all he do is hold music. He like, everything he said majority of everything be fire, but he's so hard on himself. Like, he don't want to release stuff. So that's why he got so much of a catalog, that they can actually put out, because he wasn't releasing shit. They got something coming out with Lil Wayne, Jim Jones just laid something in there, and the verse was kind of hot. Now everybody Jay-Z these days, because Jay-Z was the first person that I heard about that they said don't write nothing down, everything off the dome. Now you hearing Jim Jones say, I think you heard Lil Wayne say it. I'm like, everybody little baby Jay-Z's. Anyway, so Kim Bella was saying how, they there, to support, Juelz. She was like, and I don't care what nobody say about them all being friends, because at the end of the day, they all dipset for life. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I guess if you want to coexist with your man and his friends and y'all want to move in certain circles, maybe that it is a good thing that you guys are cordial. But I'm going to be honest. Somebody with my ass like that, I'm sorry, somebody with my ass like that, I ain't trying to be nowhere around that bitch, because every time I see her, I probably would want to be trying to like snuff her. I'm sorry. Like, I couldn't just take that ass whooping on the chin. We could be friends after I whoop your ass, because you gonna have to give me a fair one, because ain't no way you whoop my ass on national TV like that, and that's all it took was a conversation. No, bitch, your pussy gonna have to be out for the world to see. I'm gonna have to kick you in your goddamn head, and then we even, and then we could be the best of friends. But that shit ain't happening until then. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a little graphic, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. So anyway. We have Joe Budden and Sin. They met up at some kind of bar. So soon as she came in, he was like to the bartender, get this young lady whatever she like. Her extra ass, I'm his ex-fiance / baby mama. Girl, don't nobody care. You sound just as fucking desperate as to Harry when she was sitting up there saying she was the ex. Like, come on. What do Joe got in those pants that got you girls dancing around like that? Y'all ain't making a fool of yourself on national TV. So they start talking, and he asked her, what did that mean to her, for them walking into the place arm in arm. And she basically was like, it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, what do you mean it's not enough? He was like, we go out on dates. Like, we he's been whining and dining her, apparently. They've been having overnight stays. So the producer had asked her, so did you and Joe sleep together? So she lied in this producer's face, talking about no. She was like, you had to ask him there, because I don't know what he's talking about. You're lying. You've been sleeping with him. And apparently Joe been fucking around. So, because we never really knew what caused the breakup, because they never said, but they kind of hitting around and hear that he was, sleeping around. So he was like, he was like, they going to therapy. We doing this, we doing that. And I don't understand how you think that I'm not doing enough. He was like, she wants some kind of white knight in shining armor to come swoop her, off her feet. And he was like, that shit not going, that's not realistic. And she was like, she just don't want him to be, she was like, he's just acting like a, old 40-year-old, bum. Not bum, but a piece of shit ass nigga, basically. I don't know what you expect from him, son. I mean, he is Joe Budden. You already, it's been on record that he was an ex-drug addict. And then I hate to bring that up. Him and Tahiri, it's been documented. I remember listening to radio stuff about scandals with them two. Like, he ain't shit. You know he ain't shit. What do you want from this man? If you're going to either take him as he is, or you're going to have to step away. Because she was like, she wish she could like express how she feel. She was like, it's a shame how, human beings can walk away from each other easily. Easy. Because let me tell you something. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. I've been through breakups. I know the pain. I know it's hard. But at a certain point, you got to choose you. You got to choose you. So if he ain't giving you the energy that you want, and he ain't saying the things that you want him to say, and he's not doing what you want him to do, bounce. Cause you come with a lot of shit your damn self. You come with I don't know what you want. Like, come on. Like, leave his old ass alone. That's all. Leave him alone. Okay, so now we have Fresher. He's on the set of his video shoot. He's spitting his little lyrics. The girls is all dancing around him. He's in the mood. So we got Bird ass Jen walks up. So she just always got that mean, stank look on her face, like she ready to just pop off. So you can kind of tell she was a little irritated. From what I gathered, it looked like she was a little irritated from like the girls that was all around her. But she can't be possessive over him like that if he's going to be successful in his music business. Because, honey, he's going to be around girls. He's going to be around this and other. Now, she didn't say nothing, but that's the vibe I got off of it. So they started talking, about how the Jada situation took place, and he was like, well, maybe I should have involved you in it. He was like, but he wasn't trying to have like those legal, bills and everything like that. So she was about to go in on him. So they, was going back and forth a little bit. And then as you see the camera, you start seeing like her son, and then look like her brother, her mom, like forming in the back. So she didn't realize it. So then when he got on his knees, then that's when she knew. She was like, oh hell. So he proposed to her in front of everybody. He had everybody there, her brother, her mom, his mom, the kids, the whole family. It was a lot of people out there. So she said yes. And, they was popping bottles and this and the other. And she was like, she knew this moment would come, but she didn't know it was coming, now, at this particular moment. But they look happy, but you already know it's some bullshit with them. Fresh or not, he just tired of being on his grandmama couch. That's what this is, because he ain't tired of slinging his ding-a-ling from here, there, everywhere. But he just tired of being on grandmama couch. So he got to do what he got to do to get off grandmama couch. That's all. Like, she ain't won no prize, okay? He ain't no Papoose. Not at the moment. Anyway, so now, speaking of Papoose, we have him and Remy. They riding in the back of the Sprinter. They're on their way to Radio City Music Hall, where they're going to do the Big Pun tribute. So she was like, the only thing I remember of the Radio Music City Hall is their Rockets. He was like, well, you there now, baby. You there now, baby. So anyway, they were talking about how they glad like her legal woes is behind her. And, it's basically just here, up from here. So he asked her, those Big Pun lyrics is kind of, because it's a 20-year tribute to Big Pun. So he was asking her, do you think you can spit those fast lyrics? She was like, yeah, looking like him, nigga. Like, you know who I am? Like, you know who I am. That's how she was giving him that look. So they show her, she had this all-white outfit on. I didn't really like the outfit, but I was feeling that white fur. I was like cringing that it was so long dragging on that dirty stage. I'm like, oh, I hope the cleaners can get that out, because I know it was dirty as hell after she got out of there. But the performance, I don't know. The crowd didn't really seem all hype, but it could be from the angle that, they shot, the camera shot it. So they did lean back, him and her and Fat Joe. Pretty sure they did a lot of other things, but they only showed that little clip. So that was a cute little moment. That was a cute little scene. I'm glad that they kind of like showcasing Remy music. So, people can just get used to seeing her perform and get used to, hearing her rap. So when she do drop, it's not going to be like, oh, I ain't hearing from her in a minute. Like, the people that watch the song, the show, they can watch her journey, so they'll gravitate to the music. Well, I guess that's her plan for it anyway. That's what I would like to see. Because I do think Remy is a good lyricist. So I know a lot of people not checking for the music, but I am. Okay, moving on from that. So now we have Cisco and Liv. They meet up. She talking about how, he don't have love for her. They ain't been, in contact in a number of years. So, they got right into it. So she was telling him, like, she wanted him to be her saving grace, to be able to verify everything that she was saying. So she was like, you remember when you was telling me how he was stealing from me? He act like he didn't remember any fucking thing. He was like, well, one thing I know about Rich, he's not no thief. She was like, well, you the one who called and told me you need to check on your stuff because he, doing shiesty business dealings with you. And he was like, I swear on my kids, I don't remember having this conversation. That's 10 years ago. So she was like, so it's 10 years ago. That means I'm supposed to just let 117,000, go. Like, yo, he played in her fucking face. They got her out here looking like she fucking crazy. Cisco started this whole shit. And now he throwing his rock. He threw a rock and he's hiding his goddamn hand. Now, she said that after Cisco put the battery in her back and told her what was going on, she had her lawyers look into it, and that's when they found out how much exactly he owes her. But now Cisco trying to act like he don't remember saying anything, so he trying to absolve himself out of the whole situation. No, Cisco, she would have known shit if you wasn't the one who told her. Like, come on, you had that much of a hatred for Rich that you use this situation to get at him through Olivia. Now Olivia needs you to support her, and you hide your hand. Like, come on. He is a fucking piece of shit. That Cisco is a piece of shit, okay? He really is. I feel bad for Olivia in this situation because, she believed that he stole it. The lawyers said they verifying it, but they might not know the terms of everything that went on. See, that's why it's going to take for them to have a conversation, maybe with the lawyers, Rich, his mom, to go over the books, and they can kind of see exactly what took place as far as this money. Because he's got one story, she got another story. And I don't think Rich really trying to slime ball her, and I don't think that she trying to get stuff that's not owed to her. I just think it's really two people not really understanding. So I think they would do themselves a great service as to get together with the lawyers, the mom, because she take care of the books and everything, get their ledgers straight, and to see exactly what's what. But the fact that Yandy is not really, she's not going against her, but she not 100% sold on what Olivia's saying. Rich, he denouncing everything. And then you got Cisco saying, I don't remember saying it. Come on now. That shit, it's like she being victimized all over again. You know what I mean? Like, that shit not cool. But that's all I have for this episode. If you guys like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to holler at your girl.